Okay, so here we go with number 2 for some other things. I'm going to create a 640 by 480 document that, let me do that again. I'll close it. There's my last one. File, new. 640, 480, action script 3.0, create. I am going to choose a color way down here and a circle, and you should do the same exact thing I'm doing. I'm going to draw my circle right here in the corner, and then I'm going to control click and insert frame. So now it's on the screen for, 65, frame 65 at 30 frames per second. That's about 2 seconds. But it's not doing anything. So I have to create motion. We only have the little page and we need the diamond. So control click, create motion tween. I'm just going to move my playback head to the end, grab the black arrow, and there we go. So now my little fella, he's just rolling across the bottom of the document. Suppose we wanted him to roll and bounce. Well, I could move my playback head, move him up, move him down, move him up. So that's very tedious and not very time effective. So I'm going to undo all that. A better solution is to do something that creates an animation within an animation. So what I'm going to do, if you see scene 1 up here, is I'm going to go down here. I've got the black arrow. I'm going to double click the red circle. And now this is scene 1, then this is symbol 1. And you notice you lost your animation, it's gone. I can go back to scene 1 and there it is. And let me double click the red circle again, and now it says symbol 1. So I'm in an animation within the animation I just completed. So I'm going to control click and insert a frame on frame 5, then control click and create motion. And now I'm going to move up, and then I'm going to go ahead and move down. So I have just this little bounce. He's just got a little bounce. And you can see that animation right down here. And I'm going to go out of symbol 1 back to scene 1. And now you can see my previous animation. Now, if you play it here, you won't see it. You cannot see an animation within an animation by playing it here. So if you play it here, you won't see anything happen. You have to hit Command Return, and there we go. There he is, bouncing across the stage in a hurry. All right, so I'm going to double click on this, and there's my animation, and then I can keep going. I can double click again, and I'm going to control click on 5, insert a frame. I'm going to control click, create motion. Let's see, now I'll hit Q. I know when things bounce up, they squish in a little. And when they hit the ground, they squish out a little. And now we'll go back to scene 1 and look, Command Return. So now he's kind of smushing as he hits the ground. That's a little fast to see, but hopefully you can see that happening. So you can, as long as your mind can take it and your computer can, you can keep adding animations within animations within animations. Okay, so now we're going to go to Insert Scene, insert at the top of your menu, Insert Scene, and go ahead and grab a color and a shape. And we're going to do something a little different. We're going to go on our timeline. We're going to control click. And this time we're going to insert a keyframe, not a frame, but a keyframe. Insert keyframe. Notice that's all highlighted and dotted. And you're on the last frame, hit delete on your keyboard. Now I'll pick some other color. Draw some other shapes on that last frame. There we go. All right, and you can see it right there. I'll move my playback head off it. You can see that keyframe. And if I move my playback head off, it just goes directly from one thing to the other, but we're going to fix that. We're going to control click and we're going to say create shape tween, create shape tween. And now it will change from one shape and color to the other. And it has a different symbol. It's a line with an arrow at the end. So what you do, you draw a shape, you insert a keyframe, you then immediately delete the objects that is on that keyframe, and then you draw new objects, and you go over here and control click and say create shape tween. All right, so we have another one. Yeah, and we're going to say insert scene. Choose a shape in some color, whatever color you like. There we go. So there's my shape. I'm going to grab my black arrow. And I'm going to turn this, I'm going to control click and immediately just convert it to a symbol, because this won't work unless it's a symbol. So convert to symbol. That warning box was telling you it's converting everything to a symbol to go into your library. So we're just doing it ahead of time. Convert to symbol. Movie clip is fine. Hit OK. And now you're on your black arrow, V on the keyboard. Hold the Option key down and drag to copy. All right, now this new one has some of the tools hidden. They're hidden under here. It's a real pain in the butt to get to them. We want the bone tool, no jokes. Hit M on your keyboard. That is the easiest way. M for mic or mouse or whatever. M is what you want. And you're going to click in the middle and drag to the next one. Click in the middle and drag to the next one. Click in the middle and drag to the next one. Then grab the black arrow. And now you're going to see it says armature and layer. So we animate on this armature layer now. So control click and insert a pose. And then you see you can move this and then control click, insert a pose. I wish I hadn't chose purple because you can't see the line as well. Insert a pose. I'll do it again. Control click, insert a pose. There we go. So it's going to play through everything. All right, so I'll do this again. Insert scene. And let me grab a light color. I'm going to draw a circle. Choose the black arrow. Control click, convert to symbol. Movie clip is fine. I'm on the black arrow. I'm going to hold down the Option key to drag and copy. Option drag copies. All right, and then M for Michael or mouse, and then click and drag to the middle. Click and drag to the middle, let go. Click and drag to the middle, let go. And now we have something called an armature layer. Control click, insert pose, and then you can, oops, make sure you're on the black arrow. You can move it. Control click, insert pose, and then you can move it. Control click, insert pose. Okay, some more basics, and I will show you some more stuff in the next tutorial.